Well, violent gangs initiating new recruits inside prison, then turning against them on the outside. Federal prosecutors say the groups will do just about anything to protect their power, territory, and profits from drug dealing and other organized criminal activity. James Lee Sedtal learned just how far they'll go. He died at the hands of the white supremacy gang he was a member of in March of 2011.
Yeah, according to investigators, he shot a member of a rival group and was later killed, then placed in the trunk of a car and burned to prevent that other gang from retaliating. Sedtal's mother is sharing her story of pain and anguish to reach out to other parents and warn them of the dangers of these violent groups. Here's Fox 4's Megan Dillard with the final part of her special report, Lured, Corrupted, and Killed.
Hell of a mother I turned out to be. And, look what happened.
Vivian Sedtal blames herself.
I couldn't protect him. I'm not a good mom at all.
An admission of guilt.
They shot him in the head.
For a son.
They shoved him in the trunk for 2 days.
Killed by members of the same prison gang.
Then got scared, then went back, set the car on fire, and put it out in the middle of nowhere.
A hit. Ordered by a rival gang.
My son was not a dog.
2 of the 4 accused killers sentenced to life.
That's too painful.
Vivian says the criminal justice system failed her. No phone call ever came to confront the killers in court.
If you had been able to get in there in the courtroom, what would you have said?
My son trusted you and all you did was just kill him. You murdered him. You took something from me. He was mine. He was never yours to keep.
Her son began pulling away, taking the wrong path years before his death. He served time in Burnet and Jefferson counties.
When there's 5,000 men locked up together, they don't act like monks.
That's where he met the Solid Wood Soldiers.
They create a society just like they would out here, and that society, made up of mostly criminal personalities, is going to do criminal things.
It was like 2 different worlds. He didn't speak about this one, nor did he speak about this one.
It was his life as a prison gang member that ultimately led to his death. Shot, killed, burned.
So, well, I guess you'll just have to burn him like they did. Finish the job and give him to me then.
She has what's left of her son here, close by. His ashes, his watch.
Oh, he always ended it, but I love you.
And his letters.
He's in a Larry Guest unit. All these are from Larry Guest.
A link to her son, memories on paper.
Last one he gave me.
More memories on a wall.
Because he knows I'm a nut for butterflies.
Butterflies, her favorite creature. A symbol of transformation. Something her son was unable to accomplish.
I just don't want no other mamas to go through that.
Well, it's important to note federal prosecutors and those who work inside prison to prevent the violence say most of the groups target their own or members of other such organizations and not the general public.
To read more about Megan's story and to view her 2 previous special reports, you can go to fox4beaumont.com. We'll post tonight's story shortly after this newscast.